Alright, I wanted to do a little update on my propane forge. I've been doing a little bit of work on my burner to get it set up. Here's what I have, and this is one of the designs that I've seen on YouTube, the design that I like the best. So I've 3 inline valves, so I can have these 2 burners shut off and run my first burner, or I can run first and second, or I can run first, second, and third. And if I'm going to run both ends of the forge at the same time, if I'm working 2 different pieces and I need that much space, then I'll just run all 3. But what I have is a 1 by 3/4 bell reducer, and I have that on both ends of my burner. You can see my burner tubes over here. Those are 12-inch, and this is all black pipe except for the gas line that runs through the top, and I went galvanized with that. I didn't want to go brass because I wanted to be able to tack weld those in place, which I've done. You can see the tack welds, kind of some pretty ugly welds there, because that those bell reducers are cast and they don't take weld very well. But anyways, I've got .035 Mig Welder tips. Now all I have to do is take my tubes, screw them in, and I'll have my completed 3 burners set up. And the reason that I went ahead and did it the way I did, one, so I could screw my MIG tips in there, because I drilled and tapped my pipe, and I got them in there, got them centered up, got them straightened up with the bell reducer, and then tacked them in place. So when I screw my pipe in, they're already straight, they're already lined up, and I don't have to make any adjustments. Just light and go. So anyways, that's how far I've made it so far. I need to make a plate for the top of this so that I can probably tack weld the tubes, or put a collar on the tubes and have that plate across the top, and then have the tubes set in here so that the bell reducer is inside the block, and the only thing that will come out will be the piece of pipe itself. And then I'll have my burner, of course, across the top of that, and my hose ran down to my propane tank underneath. I'm still working on finding a regulator, and if I can't find a regulator, I may just use my first inline valve, or I'll add another inline valve before it to regulate my pressure that way. All the regulators that I've found, at least here locally, it's going to be around $80, and I'm not going to spend that just to regulate the pressure down when I could do the same thing with the valve. So anyway, that's what I have so far. Hopefully here soon I'll be assembling that, drilling my holes, and firing it up for the first time so we can try it out. I'm really anxious to see how this works. So guys, have a great day, and be looking for my next video on the final setup and fire up.